it kind of worked, I think. I don't even know anymore. Oh, man, there's a private chat. We have a comment. There we go. Here we go. We did it. We did it. Hello. All right, Gaming with Fox. Here we go. There he is. Oh, that's my buddy Paul. Hello. Go sub my man. Oh, that's awesome. All right. So hello, everyone. Welcome to Yimbo Buys Everything. It's your boy Yimbo, and this is my very first YouTube live stream. And I have my new camera, so this is neat. And I don't know, I feel like I'm like in my element, but I'm not. So if you guys can all bear with me, there we go. We got some people in the chat. So when I look over here, that's my laptop. I have all of that stuff. I'm gonna try to pop in. So like, there we go. Taters, what's up? Jaden, hello, hello. There's my friend Green Geek Zach. What's up? Yo, yo, yo. Canadian Slap Shots here. Blitz Figs. Look at that. This is amazing. Oh, this is gonna be fun. And Rabbit's Den. All right. So I think it's working. My big thing that I am hoping that I don't screw up is like my headphones. I hope the sound still kind of kicks through. But that's what I'm just checking out real quick. I'm just checking audio. Let's see. Speakers, stuff, headphones. All right, we're good. We're good. Okay, so here we go. This is Yimbo Buys Everything. So like I said, my name is Yimbo. I've been on YouTube, or at least doing YouTube type things for many, many years now. But normally on Instagram, I am the guy that likes to get right to the toys, and that is still going to be the case. But because it's my first YouTube live, I just figured, hey, you should know a little bit about me, right? If you're going to be checking this out. So just a little bit. So real quick, I started going live back in like March, April. And that was every Sunday now since then, minus maybe a couple times. So this is awesome. I needed to prove to myself that I could do this with consistency. I always, again, I wanted to always do stuff. My wife and I had a podcast that we did for a long time, but it was very sporadic. It was when we were in the, in the moment. So I love being a creator. I love like doing this type of stuff. And toys and Instagram kind of gave me my outlet, especially like all of us when we were all locked down and all of that. So I was able to really dig into my toy collection, and I thought, this is what I'm going to focus on. So I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of videos and things on the channel. And let's see. So yeah, like, I guess I got into toy photography. I was just looking, again, February, March 2020, all makes sense. So December 2019 is when I was like, I can do Instagram. I just became a dad that year. So I have toddler twins right now. And yeah, it was just an easy way for me to kind of like, this is a thing I can do. I can post every day or every other day. I could do this. So, and now we're here. So hey, that's about it. So the very first Instagram live stream that I ever did was with my brother-in-law, Mike. I should say for my show, for Yimbo Buys Everything. And I love this guy. And I always tell him, like, we have great conversations, and I think people would enjoy hearing about them on the internet. So that's why he's here. Now, this is obviously very, very toy-centric show, lots of action figure talk. So Mike is nice because he brings, I guess a nerd dork perspective. I'm looking at the camera because I could see him in the corner in the preview. But, he brings that nice perspective, but without being inundated like I currently am in toys. So it's nice. He gets, he can kind of comment on things that are, he finds cool or not cool. And then he gives us that outsider collector perspective too, which I think is very important. So, it helps with our own FOMO and like reminding, like, it's okay if we don't buy every toy. So Mike is awesome. So here we go. I want to bring him in because we're just going to get going and we'll be chit-chatting. Like I said, his voice should be popping in. So here we go. I am so excited. Look at how nice this worked.
Telling everybody that you're live on the internet.
Yeah, I can turn up my volume here. Oh, this is very nice. I am very excited. So the one thing that I'm realizing now is that to talk to Mike, I have to do this, and talk to all of you, I have to do this, but then I have to look this way for the chats and stuff. So that'll be a little tweak that I'll make for next week's show. That's all right, right? Yep. All right, so before we get into the first set of toys, let me just take a look, because again, oh, this is amazing. I just wanted to look at all these chats and pop some stuff up. So again, just like Rabbit's Den, thank you again. He's somebody that is, also making this migration to YouTube, and I want to, he's awesome. So definitely sub him. And again, getting back to my boy, hit that like button. That's right, hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment along. It helps a lot. Lord of Pops, what's going on, man? Sup, dude? And who else do we have in here? Oh, Green Geek, here we go. Josh, should have rushed a face like that. All right, so here we go. We're starting out now on Instagram. What I'm going to do, at least for the next few weeks, is do a little live over there just for a few minutes to kind of show off one of the sets, one of the pictures. And then once I get more comfortable moving this camera around, that's when I'll go from there. So Mike, this is what's nice. I only know so much about these characters. Now, these are awesome. I really wanted this Build-A-Bear, this Build-A-Bear figure. So like you and I really don't know anything. Like this is actually, like we could just talk about how, like what they look like. I can just, so this works. I was just going to kind of fly through these, man, because I really want to talk about some of our other fun stuff from the weekend. So yeah, so look, this is Ultron. You know Ultron, right? From the James Spader.
Of course. I love James Spader. Blacklist, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So, he was a heartthrob back in the day.
Yeah.
I was at a work thing one time, and this woman came up to me. She was a executive assistant, and she's like, "Mike, it just dawned on me. I think she had a couple of pink cocktails. She goes, it just dawned on me who you look like. You look like a young James Spader." I'm like, "You mean that bald guy from Blacklist?" Like, gee, thanks. Like, I got a little more hair than him.
She was referring to young James Spader, my friends. Young James Spader. Yeah, like not Robert California.
Yeah, the guy from Stargate with the glasses,
Yeah. So like, I mean, Bailey and I love the MCU version of Ultron. And I've been appreciating the character even more because now, like the new shows, like Wanda and Loki, they're making those lesser, like fondly remembered MCU movies, like Age of Ultron and what was the other one that Thor 2? Like they're like giving them more meaning, so it's kind of neat. But this is like the classic comic book version of him, and I just think it's just really neat. A lot of people are starting to do army builders, like make a bunch of robots. He comes with this little like mouthpiece thing, and then five total hands. So he has that one open one, and then a couple fists, a little gun hand or something. So again, nice little starter, nice way to start. So here's the box art for that guy. Very neat. Again, comic version. Nothing like. Just really just a cool figure. And
what's the flames in the mouth? Is that a comic thing? Because I don't remember that from the movie.
Yeah. So see, check this out on the comic book art. Oop, there we go. He has that kind of glow in there in the eyes. It's like an energy type situation. So yeah, so that's what they're going for with that. And yeah, look at that. There, Rabbit's Den hit us with the Office reference, of course. Mike, did you ever end up finally watching the whole thing, or you bailed on it?
I'd never seen a minute of it.
Man, you're still one of the holdouts. I don't understand. I've tried to get this guy to watch.
Come on, I worked in an office for how many years? I don't know.
That's fair. So, all right. So,
it's good. It's good. Don't kill me in the comments. I know.
Let's see here.
Sure, it's great. I know I'm missing out.
Yeah, there are no strings on me. Thank you, Canadian Slapshot. You got it, man. So. There's the Ursa Major, or there's a 6. So he's number 6. So I got the right. I know it's going to be flipped, I think, but that's the right arm. So that's over here. Again, I'm excited. This is my first time doing one of these. So I decided, and I told Mike, I was like, I'm not going to open 6 or 7 figures. Like nobody needs to see all of that. So.
Nobody wants to watch. I don't want to stand here while you do it.
Right. That's what I'm trying to.
I mean, no offense.
That's why I'm keeping things.
I'll go make a sandwich and come back and. You better have half of them open.
Dude, I already did it. So this is hologram Iron Man. So this is another really cool one. He's got that really awesome, like the white paint lines all the way down. The only thing, and I knew this going into it, they didn't do it on the back, which is kind of silly, for a translucent figure. Like, we're just going to give it.
I'm going to ask a stupid question.
Yeah.
As a toy photographer, how does a figure like that shoot for you? Because it's being translucent. Do you get a lot of glare? Do you have to shoot it with a different lens?
See, this is why I bring Mike. This is why I bring my brother-in-law. Because these are the poignant questions. These are
maybe it's a dumb question. I don't know.
No, dude. So again, I'm hoping that it kind of comes through. But he is super translucent. Like I can see all his parts in here.
He's me at the beach.
So the only other person I'm gonna push past that. That's too funny. Is this Dora Mamu head that I have? And this one was actually, I thought it was going to be more translucent, but this one became out kind of like a thicker paint, I guess.
Has kind of a heat miser look to it.
Yeah, he's very cool.
Remember from the Christmas show?
Yeah, oh, of course. So that one kind of worked. Basically, with this, I would just put a light somewhere either in front or behind to really like illuminate him. So I can get him pretty glowy. So that'll be an exciting thing. I'm kind of pumped about that. And I'm going to grab this guy too. This is the AI Iron Man. So what I've seen already people do is take that head sculpt, the AI head sculpt, and throw that on the hologram body. So that'll be kind of cool. I'm definitely going to end up doing that as well because that's really neat.
I'd like to hear what you have to say after trying to shoot that. What what the translucent figure is like.
Yeah. So let's see. We'll go to the chat because I'm just going to pop out the bear head real quick. All right, so here we go. So Zach says The Office is show. I mean, you're going to get a lot of people, Mike, saying you should watch The Office, if I may. You're definitely
all right. Tell my wife.
Oh, all right. So there's my friend June. What's going on, man? So that's Thor 2012, and again, they're going to be going live after me tonight. Yeah, smash that like. Thanks, Thor. Smash that like button, my man. I know we got to get into that habit now. Yeah, saying hi to the gang. All right. So here's the. By the way,
when you read the comments, they pop up on the screen, so I can actually see them. So
right, I was doing that.
So when you replay this back, if someone's watching this again, they'll see what you're talking about. A little more effective than what you're doing on Instagram, because when you say, "Hey, Green Geek," hey, thanks for coming. Nobody knows that he just popped on. So this is cool. Yeah. I like it. Technology. Let's do it.
Yep. So there we go.
What else you got? Open up some more boxes.
Yeah. So there's the bear head. So I'm psyched for him.
It looks like that's chain. Didn't you have a chain that had that same bear on it?
Oh yeah. This is why I needed the bear. This is my last Build-A-Figure. I was like, if I'm gonna do a wave, it's gonna be the Ursa Major. It's gonna be the
spirit animal.
Bear. Yeah. So there's the hands that came with, and some more of these blaster effects. Moving on. I don't even have to open this box because I already cracked her open. This is I've talked about her back on my live stream. So some of those episodes.
Iron Girl.
It's Iron Heart. Riri Williams, so she's cool. It's another just nice legends here, nice figure. I haven't done anything like shooting her like flying yet, but they came with these awesome smoke. See that, like the smoke effects to give some more detail over the feet. So that's awesome because I think I can use those on the different Iron Man, the Iron Man stuff. And she kind of came with.
I'm still calling her Iron Girl.
That's fine. Because this is you wouldn't know. She's a female with an Iron Man suit of armor. And
if it was DC, it would be Iron Girl, right? Let's face it. DC's lazy.
That is true.
Like Aquaman, Batman, Spaceman. What else you got?
So she came with the leg. She came with the right leg. So there you go. I'm just giving you a heads up.
If you don't buy the whole set, what do you do with just one hairy Wookiee leg or whatever that thing? What do you do with that?
All right. Well, that's hilarious.
If you just like Iron Girl and you just want to buy her figure, what do you do? What do you do with the hairy leg?
Right. So that's another excellent question. Right now, I have some that look really awesome in my accessories tackle box, because what you can do is get creative and have it like pop into photos. You know what I mean? Like the pieces, or like if I have like a cool, like it's like kind of like that, you know, like you don't need the whole figure.
That's what people do.
Yes.
Okay. That's cool.
Also, you can sell them on eBay, which is where I'm going with like most of mine. You can sell them separately. So here's one, and like I know my friend Thor is going to be in there. So as you can see, there's Canadian Slapshot getting a kick out of your comment. So this is Dark Star, and this is something I hate to say it, but I usually don't do this, but I just took the piece out. And that's just because I don't know this character too well. She's a Soviet operative. This is like Ursa Major. The bear is like a Soviet. There's like, they were all teamed up with the Red Guardian. So this is like Cold War style superhero, you know, like that's when this is from. So I just don't know her, and I hate opening a box and taking a figure out if I don't plan on shooting her. So I just straight up, like right now, I don't have an idea. So I just took the big piece out. Like I just don't know her. I just don't know her
Moving
well.
on. Forget her.
Yeah.
You know, we'll
So,
see you next show. What else you
yeah.
got?
So this is what she came with. This is what
Oh,
she.
yeah. So they stick the best piece with like the crappiest figure, where you're like, I gotta get it.
Now this is something.
Clever.
This is
Clever.
something, Mike, that I just learned recently.
Okay.
So, like Hasbro will have a toy budget allotment for a wave. So then some figures get more accessories and others get less because they still have the same budget, so they can apply. So some figures from a wave are going to be inherently nicer than others because how much money with the paint, you know, like that hologram. Look, like this one. This was a decision to save money, to not paint, you know, not do those white lines. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like that, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I do.
So anyway, you're absolutely right. Like she gets this big piece because her things are fine, her accessories, but I just don't know the character well enough. I gotta get on that. All right, so here's the first part. Here, I'm gonna put this together. So it has the 2 holes back here, goes right there, blah blah, and then little. There we go. So that's what she came with, the whole core,
The whole
abdomen.
neck, the whole thing. All right.
Yeah. All right, we have 3 more, but I'm only unboxing 2 more. And this is another one I'm not going to go into super detail about because it was one I decided initially I was never going to get them because I have, my wife's going to kill me for saying this, but like I have already 2 of the same body. The body mold.
She's not watching. She's not watching.
She may or may not be watching.
She's not watching.
So
okay.
this
it's a safe space.
It's a safe space until I get out of the basement. I don't know where the other guy is. Shoot, that's okay. All right, so it's this one, and I have the 80th anniversary, which is like a more muted gold on him.
Oh,
so
yeah, needed that.
So, well, because this is like the comic. This is gorgeous. This pops. The other one is also gorgeous in a different way. It's like a muted red and gold, whereas this is the comic bright. Again, I'm goofy. It's just this is how they get us. But this is Stealth Iron Man. It's just a repaint. It's the same thing. This is an actual Iron Man.
It's Iron who?
You can't say it's Iron Cena.
Yes.
It's the Stealth. You can't see him. So
wow. Okay.
He's gorgeous. He's super gorgeous.
Anything to sell more comics, right?
But that's it, man.
Cool.
It works with Iron Man because he does have all those suits. Whereas, like, and same with Batman, like he has a million suits. So, like, for my Hall of Armor, that's why I said I just sucked it up and was like, all right, I can use the hologram one for shots. I can use this guy in my Hall of Armor.
Can you are you planning to do a Hall of Armor shot? That would be extremely cool.
I've used a version of it in a couple of pictures already, like just kind of background, but I haven't done like Tony Stark in lab, and that's for sure gonna come, like for sure. All right, and now look, this is the last part of the bear. So we have, and this is another one I wasn't going to get, but he's a bad guy, and bad guys, I think he's a bad guy. Again, people in the chat, you guys can always let me know.
What's the chat say? I can't see while I'm talking to you. Show me some chat.
So let's do some chat.
I see it when it pops up on the screen.
All right. So we have all right. Yeah. So we have this one. If you only had the head, you can mount it on a wall, like the bear head. That's a good point from Taters.
That'd be cool.
That's a good
I'd
one.
like that.
Yeah.
That's what I say. What do you do with one leg though? The head's cool.
Well, that's
rug.
What I'm saying is that's how people do stuff. Like for instance, here's another one. You know, like if this is coming down, you would like that would be the picture. You know, It would be something like that. So that, I mean, people get creative with it. It's just, again, it's another workaround, so you don't feel like you have to buy the whole wave. You know. So Thor, great character. Yeah, like so June, he was super into like he scooped up this line immediately. So I have to hit him up for his knowledge base on it. Blitz, wives are always watching. That is true.
You got to put that noise dampening in the basement there.
Yeah, and then there's this is what Green was just saying. This is actually pretty easy. So let's give that a little check.
All right, do it.
Let's get a little check here. There we go. I love that pop when it works. All right, so you know what? The color is slightly off, but doable. It's a little off.
All right.
A smidge.
Looks kind of like a Star Wars hologram.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be neat.
Something out of Tron. Looks like a Tron pick.
Right, right. And it's got the, so yeah, if it's on there,
Cool.
it's just slightly off, like color-wise. See how it's just a smidge.
Couldn't you fix that with afterwards with the
Yeah.
with the photo?
Coloring, lighting, yeah. Because if I light that guy up with like all blue, like
you could
it's gonna be all
you could
blue.
Tom Cruise it and just make him look taller. And
Right. This is funny. So this is Inspired Canadian Builder. She's the wife to Canadian Slapshot. So again, wives are always watching.
Sorry.
That's very funny. That's very funny.
Thought it was a safe space.
So it's, oh man, I've had these banners and I forgot to run them, but that's okay. So here we go.
Oh, cool. I like that.
The Vault Guardsman. Here we go.
Oh,
see, this is all part of that. Right? I'm telling you, this is so much cooler than this feels like more of like a production.
Yeah, I like it.
So the Vault Guardsman, again, I don't know anything, Mike, about this character. I feel terrible.
Don't ask me.
No, I know.
If you watched this show before, you know I'm the layman of the group here.
Yeah. So maybe some friends of mine in the chat.
I'll tell you what, he doesn't eat a lot of bread. He does a lot of sit-ups.
That's a lot of abs
himself.
Right there. Yeah.
That's a lot of abs. And he's either wearing a cup or he's packing some heat.
It's true. It's true.
He's packing some serious fire there.
So here, I think he protects something. I don't know if it's a good guy or a bad guy.
We got to look into this guy because I think he may have a story behind him.
Yeah.
All right, let's see, Build-A-Bear.
Let's do it. So
Yimbo that's Build-A-Bear.
That's the big thing. So let's see, how am I doing on the time right now? 8:22, man, 8:22. All right, now this is something that Mike, if we want to show off afterwards, I wasn't going to unbox him. Now I've been saying I'm going to. This is like the color scheme.
I was with you when you picked that up.
Yeah. So this is the Modular Iron Man. This is that color scheme I was talking about. See how it's way more muted in tone than like super bright. You know what I mean?
Reminds me of kind of more of the old school.
Yeah. So this is the one from our childhood. So this is like, and that's what I wanted to. So I'm not going to open him because I'm going to turn it over to you. I don't know if you wanted to still show off your cool little connection to Modular Iron Man.
Yeah, I will if you want me to, Yimbo. Yeah. Sure. So,
also, while I piece this together, if anybody has any questions for Mike and his version of toy photography, which is his Viper, I hope you guys didn't mind seeing some car shots from me. I was trying something new today. I took those yesterday. That was fun, right?
Yeah. No, we had a good time.
My goal was maybe Mike could have like a desktop, like a wallpaper for his computer screen.
Well, I just got a new phone. It's the background on my phone now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So everybody in the chat. Oh, here we go. So here's there's green with that Modular Iron Man is so nice. Yeah. All right. So far,
how many people are watching, Yimbo? I can't see.
I don't know. That's the one thing. I can always talk to some friends on the back end after the fact. I just see the comments coming in. Yeah, okay. So here we go. So this is actually one of the nice. I've been really happy with the joints on this. Like they're moving nicely. They're not fighting me on it. So this is cool. This is fun.
Reminds me of the bear from that Scooby-Doo episode.
I can't picture the one you were referring to. You might have more of like an in-depth Scooby-Doo knowledge than I do.
Probably. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Further.
Here we go. Ready for the legs? Get the pop. Maybe.
Ooh, crunchy.
Oh, this.
Come on, Yimbo.
Come on, baby.
We got to get you those old school '90s workout things.
Yeah. I mean, oh, there we go. Whoo, I got some sweat. That was actually a lot harder than like the Mr. Hyde or the Zen move that I made. That was on there.
All right, we'll keep building. All right, what's next?
Last one. This is it. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me on my YouTube quest. We're not done yet. This is just the final piece of the toys, the Build-A-Figure. There's no popping on this one, Mike. I'm not getting that sweet pop.
Don't get a hernia or anything. You are getting up there.
I know. I haven't. It's like I'm gonna pull something. I haven't worked out in 2 years.
Did you stretch before this?
I didn't, but it's not going.
Spit on it first.
All right. Oh, that kind of works, man. Woo! All right. So here we go. Let's do this. All right. So 13 people watching. Thank you very much, Paul. That's fantastic. All right. I appreciate that. Yes, in Gaming with Fox, go smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell and do all the things that all the YouTube. This is what I'm gonna have to get into my vernacular now. Gotta smash that bell, hit the like. Here we go. Rabbit's Den, what'd you say? Car guy myself. There we go. See? Now, Mike, I actually sent those shots like to everybody, you know, like all my toy buddies. I was like, let me see for like I'll ask Rabbit. And I was like, dude, are these worth posting? So he gave me the toy go ahead. So we appreciate that, Rabbit.
Thanks, Rabbit.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's see. Got my car pics. Yeah, good. See, I thought it was fun, man. I mean, like I love toy photography, but like I've been asked by my other brother-in-law, like because he does like photography, and he's like, you just take pictures of toys. I'm like, all right, I guess I can branch out. So took some people pictures this weekend, right? Some kids shots, and we got the car
came
shots.
Out great, absolutely. Yeah,
all right, so I've just been screwing around with this. I like this Build-A-Figure a lot, like lot.
He looks heavy. Is he as heavy as he looks?
Yeah, he's a beefy boy, man. Oh, that is a beefy boy. He's got some nice articulation, and it's like he moves. Everything's fluid without being loose, which I am always a fan of. You know, you want things to be tight, but not like where it's, you know, you don't want things trying to like, you know, crack an elbow. But
yeah, but you don't want him where he's all you know, spaghetti arms either.
Right. So there we go. All right, where are we on time? 8:27. So I don't even know where to go. Mike, hit us up, because if we go a little long, our friends are in here. I'm sure just a couple minutes. Like if you want to, because that Modular Iron Man. What is our connection to Modular Iron Man, my man?
Oh yeah. So all right. So good point. So I know we were talking over the weekend. Getting ready for Comic-Con. We should talk about that at some point.
Oh yeah.
Put a pin in that. We'll get back to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be next week's show.
So all right. So part of my you know nerdery is you know, I'm always a big video game guy, and I you know, I built one of these arcade cabinets, which I'll spin around here and show you, which was a lot of fun. I did it years ago, and spent an afternoon with my dad, you know, putting it together, and then I spent many nights doing all the programming, all the, you know, the computer bits, and all the blinking lights are down here. That's boring, but anyway, I know you and I have had many nights playing on this, but then I moved about almost 4 years ago.
I can't believe it's been that long, man. Time really does fly. Life goes by so fast.
4 years in December, yeah.
That's nuts.
So this old girl was in a box, because where we are now is our downstairs playroom, right? Lots of toys here. Nothing that you'd be too excited about, Yimbo. A lot of Barbies. But anyhow, now that the kids are 8 and 5, I can have nice things again. So I got the go ahead from my wife to unbox the old girl here. So anyway, I was playing the other day Marvel Superheroes, which is a game that came out in October of 1995. It was kind of competing against that Marvel, the Mortal Kombat hype. Street Fighter, and later Marvel teamed up with Street Fighter with you know, Marvel versus Capcom and all that stuff.
Right.
Anyway, I'll play it for a second here and show you. But they show like old school Iron Man in these games, right? These go back, like I said, to 1995, talking 5, 6 years. So
yeah. So anybody in the comments, I threw Mike up nice and big over here so you could see him. So this is where Modular Iron Man. So any of you young heads, this is where Modular Iron Man came from. I mean, like, and the animated show, of course. But this is my bread and butter. Man, I loved
normal or turbo. Got to go turbo, right? You
know? Oh, of course, because I would just smash buttons anyway.
Who are we up against? We got who's this slime ball here? Tell me who this is. Shuma Gorath. I don't know. It was
somebody that, like, once I stopped playing that game, I never knew again. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. So yeah, I'll bring myself back on here. Oh, that's so cool. So yeah, anybody in the chat, if anybody missed those, any questions for Mike? Because that was a big thing. I have a Raspberry Pi emulator that a friend of mine had set me up with, like in a little Nintendo case, and like I've said to Mike, like I play it. It's been now months upon months, so I don't play it often. But that cabinet, like almost every time we had a run where that was when you said 4 years in that old or we played it for months upon months upon months, you know?
Yeah, yeah, we had it up for a few years before I had to, take it all apart. But
yeah. But we like it's so much. So when it's a cabinet, that's just a big thing. So if you do want to ask Mike any questions,
it's got like over 20,000 games on it. It's got all the old NES games and Super NES. I shouldn't say anymore because I probably broke the law or bended a rule or something along the line.
It's an emulator. It's like what are you gonna do? Raspberry Pi. I'm sorry. Like that's what these things are. They're emulators. But
it's a lot. It's a labor of love, and it was fun putting the old girl back together again. But
yeah.
Yeah, well, it's great. I mean, I feel bad for all the quarters I wasted over the years. Now I'm just like hit the button.
It's amazing. I just can't. I just can think about all of those times. Just the stacks of quarters, or like 4 quarters to even just get through. Oh, it was so much money. It was so much money. But dude, that's amazing. So Rapid Stand, that's a great cabinet. Canadian Slapshot, that's awesome, Mike. So you're getting some love on that cabinet.
I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Another game that maybe ties into some of your hobby. Spider-Man, the video game. Remember this one?
Oh yeah,
this is a classic.
And while you're booting that up, I'm going to ask Inspired Canadian Builder. She said, did you see that there's a way to flip him to all 4s? I did not, but I would be curious to know how to do that. So if there's a post or something that you want to send me, I would be very curious to see if I can make that happen. Because it's damn, this is neat. It is a neat figure. I'm really into it. But look at that game. Oh, that's so great. That's so great. Let's film up. Everybody remember those? Any other classic video games that you'd want to see before we sign off? Because what time is it? We are 3 minutes over. Shoot. All right, so I'm gonna come back to both of us real quick. Mike, this is awesome, man. Again, thank you for
having me. A lot of fun
coming on. Yeah, and again, I would like to continue to bring people in. This is obviously so much nicer, right? This is so much easier to deal with than like any of our Instagram nonsense.
Are you going to use the bear this week in a shot?
I'm gonna try.
No pressure. I know we got a busy Thursday planned.
I know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna try to get to the bear. I mean, right now I'm just trying to have some fun with my toys again, and just just taking my pictures, and I really enjoy this time hanging out with you guys. So yeah, there's Green Geek. I want to send him off. All right, Lazy Boy Sunday is on YouTube. So if you're here and you'd like to hear more awesome guys talk about toy content, you can go check out Lazy Boy Sunday. That's with Thor 2012 and Green Geek 88 and Blitz Figs. So definitely go check those guys out. And Mike, thank you so much, man. I guess we'll sign off, and maybe we'll do it again next week after I play some PGA Tour 21.
Hey, I'll see you Thursday. Anything we can expect out of Yimbo Reviews Comic-Con?
I mean, we'll just have to see. I don't know. I'm just gonna let the day take me, and then we'll go from there. I'm excited. Okay. It's gonna be a good time, my friends.
Looking forward to it.
All right, there's Rabbit. Thank you guys. Thank you all again. So do all the things. If you haven't already, please subscribe, please like, please comment. I have a lot of cool videos out there, so check them out. And I will be back next week at 8 o'clock. So thank you guys. All right, Mike. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, man. Later.